A 2 months long time worker but finally subscribed. Lego. Hi Zany chat, hope you all have a fantastic day posting trans rights. Hey chat and maybe Hassan. You guys are amazing and thank you all for giving me a welcoming community to come to every day for 6 months. Shout out to the 956 Hoggers. People hey chat. Gracias Hassan. Long time no see chat. Wow, so pog. Has mauled. Daycare you boys. Good afternoon chat. Pog. I am a 1-year-old now, Pog. Hey chap, love you all, hassle, hi Arjan. Arjan? Baby at prayer time, 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 baby at prayer time. Lakers.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live once again, boys, girls, and NBs. We are live and alive. And it's a wonderful day today. A beautiful day. First day of Biden's America, folks. Thursday, January 21st, 11:14 a.m. and I am early. Or, I guess on time. Woke up early this morning. Wake up, get your cake up. Handled some business deals. Biden's about to go live to deliver remarks on pandemic response, so we're going to tune into that when that goes live.
Hello, chat.
However, woke up early this morning and went back to the gym. I looked at the daily COVID cases in California and
skinny guy with a curly fro. Afterwards, with my post-nut clarity, I scrolled down
looked at the occupancy at Equinox and I was like, fuck it. I am literally going to die if I don't go to the gym. Like, I'm going to die. I have to go to the gym. It's an outdoor gym, as you all know, folks. Hogs are masked downloading the official White House video for the Biden briefing. Who cares?
Alakazam, Pogo Alakazam, Pogo Alakazam, Pogo Alakazam.
California is running critically low on COVID-19 vaccines, by the way.
Pogo Alakazam, Pogo.
As people vie for shots. But California's new day average has been dropping. It was stable.
Ready for Hogwatch today, handsome boy.
I think we reached the I think we hit the post-holiday season peak. Or I think this was like Thanksgiving peak. And then post-holiday season case increases. And now the new cases number daily is dropping a little bit. So I thought to myself, it's still, of course, a massive risk, but the greater risk is me literally fucking like dying because I jealous you got rid of your megatwab, but over here in the UK we're stuck with absolute shite. Yeah, you got Boris.
Hassle, 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 hassle.
Anyway, any chance we will get news for economic relief? I mean, Jake Sherman from NBC says Democrats do not expect to be able to send the COVID bill relief bill until early March, which I think is fucking psychotic.
Foggies, let's go.
It's completely psychotic. If that's the case, then fuck them. I mean, seriously, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know if that includes the stimmies. March? Just fucking don't do it, dude. Just fuck it. Just shut off the government. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the news portion in a second. I'm still doing personal news.
Hey Hassan, how was brunch today? It was pretty good for me. Love the taste of no racism in my coffee cake.
Anyway. What else? Yeah, so I worked out, put some air in my tires, you know, adult shit. Did some adult shit. Uh-oh. Thank you for the 20 tier 1 gift subs. Podcast update is like, there's, you know, I looked through the marketing notes that they sent us. There's a bunch of stuff that we need to do still. But we're on our way. It'll be out. It'll be out. I promise it'll be out soon. Other than that, yeah, I've been getting fat as shit. I have to hit the gym.
Peepo hey, peepo hey, peepo hey.
And I have to eat better. Today we will be playing a little bit of Hitman later. Not a little bit of Hitman, like I'll be playing Hitman later.
To be on TYT thinking, who is this dude? He's based AF. Happy to send Jeff $8 your way. You have helped me formulate my
Thank you,
ideas.
Popcorn Boy, for the nice React playlist.
New. Thank you for the good work you do, Pogu.
Will there be Coomer content on the podcast? Yes. We will have guests on too. Anyway. Hold on 1 second. All right, so hey dog, keep your head up. Try to get back into the routine of using weights you have at home. No, it's not. It's not enough.
As small.
What about Rust? Only Hitman or? I'm not done with Rust, but I feel like help a brother out. Oh, Will's trying to get to 10k followers on YouTube. Yeah, I just retweeted it. Are you going back to Rust soon? I'm starting to feel Rust withdrawal. Dude, yesterday was the first day. Yesterday was the first day I did not play Rust for 24 fucking hours. And the only reason why I did not play Rust for 24 hours yesterday was because I was too focused on the inauguration and the festivities that took place. I don't know why. I guess maybe the chat is a reflection of the streamer, and I am a very dramatic person, so I think that's probably why I have a very dramatic audience. So you literally go, is Rust over? Why is Rust over? Oh my god, I'm having Rust withdrawals. It's like, dude,
hassle.
I played 200 hours in 2 weeks. Okay? I played for 200 hours in 2 weeks. And I literally didn't play for 1 day. And people are like, why? Why is this happening? Either you're going that way, or you're doing the opposite where you're like, Pog, Rust is finally over. It's like, no, it's not. It's not over.
Keep it up, man. You help me dunk.
God, gamers don't need to play the same game all the time, you know? Everybody shut the fuck up. I'm gonna play whatever I want to fucking play. As it's always been the case. Okay? And on today's gaming menu, we got fucking Hitman, alright? God damn. Like, the gamer frogs have been eating so good. They've been eating so fucking good that they got cocky. Like, they think they control the stream now or something. You know? No 3-hour video essays anymore. My life is over. Yeah. How long did you stream yesterday? Like 14 hours. Yet the React frogs are left starving. Man, there is no like... Everything I do is reacting, okay? I react to video games even. So... Regardless. Anyway, look. That's the personal news portion of the stream.
Twitch since COVID
I worked out today, this morning, and I feel fucking good.
THXU Jumbo.
I did a bunch of... I like finally did a list again. You know how I always tell you guys about like what you're supposed to do?
Has large on?
You know, like make to-do lists and shit like that. You know, short-term goals, long-term goals. I got to get back to it. My life has been falling apart a little bit. And the reason why it's been falling apart is because I spend every waking moment, every goddamn second of my goddamn day streaming. And I think about nothing but streaming. And I have dreams about streaming or Rust or whatever my addiction is during that stream. So, falling apart at 56k subs, dude. Like, it's not the subscriber, man. My body, like my body is in a state of decay. My body is literally decaying. Okay.
Active member in the Boston chapter. Pogs.
Like, there is a physical toll that this takes, and then there's a mental toll that this takes. Doesn't fucking matter how much money you make. If at the age of 30 your hairs are graying, you're losing hair, you're gaining fucking weight, you're losing muscle mass, and you feel like shit all the time. Okay? Like, I'm straight up, I have straight up decayed and fucked over myself for the past year plus. And I'm getting a little bit older too, like. Buddy, that'll happen at 30 no matter what. I know, but I have my own gym in the house. It's a lot more convenient than going out to lift. I hate home gyms, man.
As Pog.
My job is switch 100% remote. I feel you, man. Can't go to the gym, can't go outside. I'm just sitting in this chair wasting away day by day. Yeah. I just gotta do more. Like, I gotta get up and do shit. Is the amount of blue light from your streams gonna Bobby Shmurda your eyes? I have a blue light blocker and I have a low blue light monitor. Like, these glasses that I'm wearing have, finally, for the first time, I paid the extra dollars to get like blue light blockers. That's why it's like you see a yellow tint on it. You can kind of see like a yellowish tint on my glasses. And also on top of that, I have low blue light monitors. You fuck with calisthenics? No, I hate calisthenics. But yeah, now that, you know, politics is over, now that politics is over and Biden has won, of course we're going to go back to, you know, React stuff and all the other fun stuff that you guys know and love. And video gaming as well, of course. So, RIP racism 2016 and 2020, baby. Let's go. Exactly. You're missing out on 90 Day this season. The guy's girlfriend literally got held at a border detention center. What the fuck? Okay, we got to get back to that. But regardless, it's not even the blue light that like fucks up my eyes. It's the sitting down in this like weird position that I haven't been able to like perfect, I guess, for 12 hours. That's the big problem. Like it's like I'm in the hospital and my muscles are atrophying. You know what I mean? Like,
I love the stream, brother.
When you have a full body cast and you lay there all day long without activating your muscles, they start fucking atrophying. And that's kind of what's going on with my body. So I got to do more. We need React content so badly that Paul left for S-Fan for the React content. Now, what are you going to do?
Yo.
Anyway, I have thought about getting a treadmill desk. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started on the news. There's a lot going on today.
Totally get it.
So obviously
we're
gonna
jobs from home. 12 hours a day at a computer. I'm in the same position.
Daycare is now open. I am a Diet Coke button advocate. Biden's first day of defeating racism, RIP racism, 2016 to 2020. Let's go twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Okay. All right, let's fucking welcome the Normans into our home and let's get to talking. So, first, I just want to shout out to the fucking TERFs. For those of you who don't know, TERFs are trans exclusionary radical feminists. They are transphobes. And they're wilding out. Shouts out to the transphobes wilding out on the timeline with a new hashtag, Biden erased women.
What up?
I've actually seen more like people shitting on the hashtag than actually like original takes from that hashtag itself. Maybe because we are... I thought you were a TERF? Yes, I'm a huge TERF. Of course. The fucking weirdos are out, but like I said, I haven't seen too many takes on the timeline from the anti-trans folks and more so from the pro-trans folks. Okay. And what I gotta say to them is fuck yourself. Okay, go back to the UK. That's all I gotta say. Listen, that's TERF territory. You understand? Go to England, motherfucker. That's TERF Island. Not here. TERF Island, bro.
The biggest factor in weight
We got our
loss
fucking
is what you
passports
eat,
back,
not
bro.
exercise. You're gaining weight because you're eating fast sugary desserts and you're eating too late. I highly recommend How Not to Diet by Michael Greger, MD. Treadmill desk is great idea.
Bro, as someone who has dieted his entire life, I promise you I know what to do. Okay? I promise. I do not want to hear fucking donos giving me health advice, motherfucker. Are you kidding me, dude? I don't even give people health advice unless they ask multiple times. Like, nonstop. It's the most annoying fucking thing on the planet. I would rather people fat shame me than fucking give me health advice. Like, that's how much I hate the diet tips, dude. It's like, no. I don't want to hear your fucking Reddit MD nonsense.
Highly recommend checking out Christian Walker's Twitter. It's gold.
And of course, I would not want you to fat shame me either, but... Anyway, bro, you want to hear this new keto diet I found? Like, no, it's fucking relentless and it's annoying. Anyway, Biden erased women. An executive order from the president aimed at combating discrimination on the basis of gender identity and sexual orientation stirs accusations of erasing the rights of cisgender women. A response that critics are calling as transphobic. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, erasing women is ironically what cis women do when they say admitting that trans women are women is erasing women. It's so fucking stupid. I love that, you know, some cis women gotta act up because trans women are included in the women category, as they should be, because they are women. So weird. What a bunch of sick fucking freaks, dude.
You should drink water and eat healthy food, and also consume copious amounts of Amelia Watson or other anime waifus. Anyway, how have you been, chat? Keeping happy and healthy during the pandemic? Nice, me too. You're all cute. Hassle, hassle, hassle.
You see that McConnell is threatening the filibuster resolution that sets the rules of the Senate because there's no explicit protection for the filibuster in it, lol. I did not see that.
20 minutes a day using Ring Fit Adventure and just not eating junk food anymore. And
for those who think I'm going to watch the latest ContraPoints video, it's 90 minutes long. So, no. I promise you I'm not going to watch it.
Hi.
Like, there's a lot of people in here that think I'm going to watch the latest ContraPoints video, and it's 90 minutes long. So I'm just letting you know that it's not happening. Are you out of your mind?
4 months, let's go. Best streamer on Twitch.
A 90-minute video on a leftist content creator is going to take 7 hours. There isn't enough. Okay, we'll look at the filibuster thread. The solution is obvious. McConnell's already abusing the filibuster to block the constitution of new majority. Nuking the filibuster is the appropriate response at the very least. The threat is the only thing that might make McConnell back down. The alternative, cave to McConnell on this basic question of which party won the majority and ratify his plan to set a 60-vote threshold for everything of consequence would be profound, irrevocable betrayal right off the bat. This is an important thing for reporters to portray accurately, too. McConnell is already abusing the filibuster to nullify the Senate election results. If Dems cave to this abuse, it'll just be appalling. Dude, no. I know that Bernie is anti-filibuster, but you got to get it out.
You better watch it, but JK, love you, king.
You got to kill it, bro. I'm sorry. You have to kill it. And then focus on never losing a Senate race ever again. But you have to kill it. Yeah, filibuster, more like killabuster, dude. Insanity. Like, I know Bernie doesn't want. Bernie is anti-filibuster, sorry. Bernie is pro-filibuster. I am saying no. Bernie is wrong. You have to nuke that shit. Chuck is the majority leader and he should be treated like the majority leader. Democrats poised to rebuff McConnell's filibuster demands. Senate Democrats are signaling they will reject an effort by Mitch McConnell to protect the legislative filibuster as a part of the deal to run a 50-50 Senate, saying they have little interest in bowing to his demands just hours into their new Senate majority. McConnell has publicly and privately pressed Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to work to keep the 60-vote threshold on most legislation as a part of their power-sharing agreement. Democrats have no plans to gut the filibuster further. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. I mean, why would you do that? Oh, dude, come on. We got to do bipartisan compromise. That's what Joe Biden has been advocating for as well. Bipartisan compromise. Bipartisan compromise. We need to pass the 2K stimmy checks that total 2K with bipartisan compromise. Okay? We need to do that. No, we don't. We fucking literally don't need to do that.
I'm going to cast a weekend spell to help you stay healthy. Okay. She sha sha she sha sho sha sha she sho sha sha sha. You're healthy now.
Don't you think Bernie's anti-filibuster now that the Democrats are majority, though? I just thought Bernie used the filibuster as a minority, like, what it's designed to do? No, Bernie was talking about, regardless of the majority or minority, that he thinks the filibuster should be kept because he is one who has used it routinely. Hold on. I'm going to turn off the music. Okay. Many Democrats argue that the threat of targeting the filibuster will be key to forcing compromise with reluctant Republicans. They also believe it would show weakness to accede to McConnell's demand as he is relegated to minority leader. Chuck Schumer's the majority leader and he should be treated like the majority leader, said John Tester. It would be exactly the wrong way to begin, said Richard Blumenthal. McConnell himself came under pressure from former President Donald Trump to gut the filibuster. 61 senators signed a letter to Senate leaders emphasizing the importance of protecting the supermajority requirement. And even now, Democrats like Kristen Sinema of Arizona and West Virginia Joe Manchin say they want to keep the filibuster, emphasizing that it drives compromise. I don't give a fuck about those people. Those are moderates regardless. But I think that the real person I care about, who's the real person whose opinion I care about on most political issues, who is against gutting the filibuster, is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is also pro-filibuster. And it's because he's used it numerous times. For that reason, the filibuster appears safe for the immediate future, regardless of what happens in the coming days. If Democrats were to change it, it would likely be in response to the Republicans blocking their bills repeatedly. And there's plenty of pent-up angst in the Democratic Party, which is now in control of both chambers of Congress and the White House for the first time in more than a decade. Republicans say that the time to commit to keeping the filibuster is now, at a moment of political fury over legislation that the minority blocks.
30 months and going
Senator
strong.
Lindsey Graham said the GOP simply wants to hear Schumer say that we're not going to change the legislative filibuster. The filibuster can be used by Bernie Sanders from time to time, but the most effective instances of the filibuster is like when, you know, Southern Dixiecrats or some fucking white supremacist dipshit senator could sit there and oppose passing civil rights legislation, you know, and end up pushing it, or making sure that there's proportional distribution of electoral college votes in states, for example. Which would mean that, you know, black populations would all of a sudden come into play in southern states. Like the opposition to filibuster in the most successful instances have almost always come from racists, white supremacists, and dudes who just literally don't want to give black people anything. No crumbs, no nothing. Asshole. So we'll get back to that in a little bit. But the... Wait, it hasn't started yet. Why do you want me to get started on some shit? He's not live, man. When they're in control, won't we be able to stop shit without the filibuster? I can't think of like anything off the top of my head that's been a successful filibuster on the Democratic side. So filibustering is a weapon in the Senate, is a tool in the Senate where it's a procedural tool you can use to hold up a vote by literally just taking the floor and standing on the floor and refusing for the process to continue. One way to do it. They got a tiny Donald Trump style desk here.
Eight fucking months and forever on, brother.
I mean, filibuster can just simply break Congress, no matter the political association, if you believe in a democracy. A simple majority should be enough in every house. House of Representatives got rid of the filibuster and nothing happened. That's not even true. You're wrong about that. That's part of the reason why they consider the Senate to be the greatest deliberative body in the world, whereas the House of Representatives is considered to be occupied by the crazies and the Senate is supposed to be the reasonable body. It's not, which is why I don't think you should have the filibuster anyway. It doesn't even fucking matter, though. I mean, regardless of what we do with the filibuster, which is Mitch McConnell's greatest tool,
keep it up,
even the threat of it alone is the reason why the minority party, which is Mitch McConnell right now, has been able to stop
how fucked up is it
stop bills from passing,
of characters from the Trump administration.
Stop appointments from happening, just a bunch of shit.
Administration's White House.
Anything you want, pretty much.
Sag. Hi.
The problem with the simple majorities is that the Senate is not a majority rule chamber. Dems are up by 28 million votes in the Senate, and yet it's barely 50-50. The whole Senate really needs to go.
Elements in the Senate in the mid-19th century.
I know. The inequality is built into the Senate, okay? Inequality is literally built into how the Senate works. It's supposed to be unequal. I'm aware. California has the same number of senators as like 14 other states combined. California has the same number of senators as every other state, but they have the population of 14 states or 16 states that you can add on to one another.
Hassle.
$18 to 20% of the population vote for over half the senators. Yeah. It's fucking disgusting. California can suck my ass. I mean, that's like a really weird take, dude. I mean, it is a weird take. There's so many people that live here. Like, you would have your ass get sucked until it just like your bowels got pulled out of your fucking butthole. You know what I mean? Senator Bernie Sanders says the Senate should use the 51 vote reconciliation threshold to pass the $2,000 checks. Yes. 600 unemployment benefits. Yes. State and local funding. Yes. 12 weeks of paid leave. Yes. Universal pre-K. Yes. Tuition-free college. Yes. Cancel student debt. Yes. And $15 minimum wage. Yes. Yes. Anywhere you can use the 51 vote majority with and anything that pertains to the budget, which is a lot of things, as Bernie Sanders is correctly pointing out, you should use. It is fucking psychotic. Republicans will have to resort to killing a Democratic senator, okay? So that they can return to an instance where like it's fucking 50-50 and Kamala isn't the tiebreaker. Like that's what I want Democrats to do. I want Democrats to be so fucking balls to the wall crazy. I want them to behave like Republicans. I want them to act like Republicans in the next 2 years until the midterms, in which they will probably lose the majority of the Senate, and they will even lose the majority in the House because they won't act like Republicans, and then they'll get their fucking shit pushed in, and we'll have and go full tanky. Really? Full tanky?
Wearing a shirt of yourself.
$15 minimum wage is full tanky? Everything that Bernie Sanders here mentioned is full tanky, dude. You have a gross worldview if you consider this to be Stalinist. I mean, get the fuck out of my chat, you dumb reactionary hog, dude. This isn't even meeting the metrics of social democracy in OECD, in comparable OECD nations, brother. I know. The worst thing was like lefty memes about tankies spreading to like the broader population, especially liberals. I thought it was bad when anarchists called everyone tankies. Turns out it's much worse when you hear neoliberals and liberals call people tankies. It's so much worse. Do Americans hate themselves? Why don't they want this? No, Americans want this. Reasonable people want this. You could literally ask normal people. You could pull them on the fucking side of the street. And with the exception of like, you know, small business tyrants and shit, and with the exception of like some weirdo psychopaths, most people will be like, yeah, this is a good idea. Let's do all this. Why not?
Good afternoon.
Anyway, Biden's live. Let's hear what he has to say about
Before I begin
COVID.
today's announcement, let me take
So
a few
happy
moments
to
to
have been
thank
here for 3 months.
all the
Hassan.
law enforcement folks for all they did, the military personnel from all across the federal, state, and local agencies that secured yesterday's inaugural activities. And a special thanks to the members of the National Guard from around the country. It was an unprecedented situation. Hope will never have to be renewed again. And everyone handled with the most professionalism and duty and honor that you could be expected. The President, as Commander-in-Chief, I always respect and revere their service and that of their families. But now to today's announcement. Vice President Harris and I were joined by members of our COVID-19 team, response team, Dr. Tony Fauci, our Chief COVID Medical Advisor, Javier Becerra, excuse me, our nominee for Secretary of Health and Human Services, Dr. Vivek Murthy, our nominee for Surgeon General.
Why does he keep coughing?
Dr. Rochelle Walensky, she's going to be the Director for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and Dr. Marcelo Nunez-Smith, who will be leading our equity work and the COVID response.
Fine, it doesn't matter.
And Jeff Zients and
Doesn't matter if
Natalie
something
Quillen,
happens.
who are managing this whole
He's
effort.
already president.
Yesterday-
Literally doesn't matter. No
Yesterday,
take backs.
during my inaugural address, I offered a salient prayer and a silent prayer. It was both salient and silent.
Donuts for me.
I thought it was important that people understand what had happened, that we all pay tribute to our prayers for those 400,000 Americans who've lost their lives in this pandemic. On Tuesday, Jill and I, Kamal and Doug, we stood at the reflecting pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial and joined Americans all across the country to remember those 400,000 moms and dads, husbands and wives, children, sons, daughters. And I said at that moment that to heal, we must remember. To heal, we must remember. It's important to do that as a nation. We must also act, though, not just remember. Yet for the past year, we
Damn, I
couldn't
thought he was,
rely
like,
on the
just
federal
doing
government
this.
to act with the urgency and focus.
I thought he was
and
doing this
coordination
morning
needed.
shit just because he wanted to, like, I don't know, fucking win the election and he thought this was a good deal. Like, is my dude literally just going to mourn all the time for the rest of this fucking administration? Move forward, brother. All right.
Americans have been infected. To put that in context, America makes up 4% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's confirmed COVID-19 cases and only 20% of all the COVID-19 deaths, when we have 4% of the world's population. The pandemic, has disproportionately impacted on blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are about 4 times as likely to be hospitalized and nearly 3 times more likely to die from the COVID-19 pandemic than white Americans. Hospitals are out of beds. Businesses are closed for good. Schools are caught in between. And while the vaccines provide so much hope, the rollout has been a dismal failure thus far. So I understand the despair and frustration of so many Americans and how they're feeling. I understand why many governors, mayors, county officials, tribal leaders feel like they're left on their own without a clear national plan to get them through the crisis.
Amazon, so I am only subbing with
Let me be
5.
very clear. Things are going to continue to get worse before they get better. The memorial we held 2 nights ago will not be our last one, unfortunately. The death toll will likely top 500,000 next month. The cases will continue to mount. We didn't get into this mess overnight, and it's going to take months for us to turn things around. But let me be equally clear. We will get through this. We will defeat this pandemic. And to a nation waiting for action, let me be the clearest on this point. Help is on the way. Today, I am unveiling a national strategy on COVID-19 and executive actions to beat this pandemic. This plan reflects the ideas I set forward during the campaign and further refined over the past 3 months. It consists of my transitions teams, the task force, Tony Fauci and the team here today and other experts put this plan together. Our national strategy is comprehensive. It's based on science, not politics. It's based on truth, not denial, and it's detailed. You can review this entire plan by going to whitehouse.gov. It is so detailed, it is over 198 pages in complete detail what we're going to do. Our plan starts with mounting an aggressive, safe, and effective vaccination campaign to meet our goal of administering 100 million shots in our first 100 days in office. We're on day one. This will be one of the greatest operational challenges our nation has ever undertaken. And I'm committed to getting it done. We're committed to getting it done.
Tell us about the
and as I explained last week, we'll move heaven and earth to get more people vaccinated for free and create more places for them to get vaccinated, to mobilize more medical teams to get shots in people's arms, and to increase vaccine supply and get it out the door as fast as possible. Yesterday, we got started. We directed the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, to start standing up the first federally supported community vaccination centers with the goal of standing up 100 centers within the next month. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will launch the federal pharmacy program to make vaccines available to communities in their local pharmacies, beginning early, I think it's by the 7th or 8th of February, but in very early February. We'll also task the Department of Health and Human Services to prepare and expand the pool of medical professionals who can administer the vaccine.
When Republicans have FEMA camps, it's seen as a brilliant thing. When Democrats do it, it's a death camp, brother.
To meet
FEMA death camp
and quickly.
Remember when Donald Trump had FEMA camps set up for COVID, like for COVID prevention and dealing with the overflow? And everyone was like, this is brilliant. We love our military.
We're going to take immediate steps to partner with governors, mayors, and other local officials who we've been talking to all along, who are on the front lines of this fight. We directed FEMA to establish a COVID response liaison for each state, which means every state will have a point person at the federal level to maximize cooperation between the federal government and the states, and where it falls short, to be made known about it, may be made known immediately. This is a model we used to respond to Hurricane Sandy, which I was deeply involved with. And in just a few moments, I'm going to sign a declaration to immediately begin reimbursing states 100% for the use of their National Guards to help COVID relief efforts, something Democrats and Republican governors alike have called for. But the brutal truth is, it's going to take months before we can get the majority of Americans vaccinated. So, while we increase vaccinations, we're going to take steps necessary now to slow the spread of the disease as well. One of our 100-day challenges is asking the American people to mask up for the first 100 days, the next 99 days. The masks have become a partisan issue, unfortunately, but it's a patriotic act. But for a few months to wear a mask, no vaccines, the fact is that they're the single best thing we can do. They're even more important than the vaccines because they take time to work. And if we do this as Americans, the experts say by wearing a mask from now until April, we'd save more than 50,000 lives going forward, 50,000 lives. So I'm asking every American to mask up for the next 100 days. Yesterday, I signed an executive action that requires masks and social distancing on federal property. Today, we'll be signing an additional executive action to extend masking requirements on interstate travel, like on trains, planes, and buses. And in light of the new COVID variants that you're learning about, we are instituting now a new measure for individuals flying into the United States from other countries. In addition to wearing masks, everyone flying to the United States from another country will need to test before they get on that plane. before they depart and quarantine when they arrive in America. Our national plan launches a full-scale wartime effort to address the supply shortages by ramping up production and protective equipment, syringes, needles, you name it. And when I say wartime, people kind of look at me like, wartime? Well, as I said last night, 400,000 Americans have died. That's more than have died in all of World War II. 400,000. This is a wartime undertaking. Today, I'm signing an executive action to use the Defense Production Act and all other available authorities to direct all federal agencies and private industry to accelerate the making of everything that's needed to protect, test, vaccinate, and take care of our people. Well, we've already identified suppliers, and we're working with them to move the plan forward. Now, look, our strategy includes a plan to safely reopen schools and businesses while protecting our workers. Today, we're directing the Department of Education and the Department of Health and Human Services to immediately provide schools and communities with clear guidance and resources to safely reopen the schools and child care centers. We're putting, and by the way, when you do that, think of all the people who can get back to work, be able to get back to work, all the mothers and single fathers who are staying home, taking care of their children. We're going to put the full force of the federal government behind expanding testing by launching a COVID-19 pandemic testing board. This effort will ensure that we get testing to where it is needed and where it's needed most, helping schools and businesses reopen safely and protecting the most vulnerable, like those who live in long-term care facilities. And for the millions of workers, many of whom are people of color, immigrants and low-wage workers, who continue to put their lives on the line to keep this country going through the pandemic, I'm calling for the enforcement of a more stringent worker safety standards so that you are better protected from this virus while you have to continue to work to protect the rest of us. Our plan also protects those most at risk and works for everyone of all races and in urban and rural communities alike. Today,
Gamba is live.
I'm formalizing the Health Equity Task Force.
If you can't get your stimmies,
we announced in the transition,
the least you can do is Gamba.
Led by the brilliant Dr.
Or is it live?
Marcella Smith,
I missed
who
it.
ensures that it's going to ensure that equality is at the core of every decision we
It's
make.
also top of the hour. I'm gonna
Includes
rise
addressing
up real
vaccine
quick.
hesitancy and building trust in communities, as well as fighting disinformation campaigns that are already underway. Above all, our plan is to restore public trust. We will make sure that scientists and public health experts will speak directly to you. That's why you're going to hear a lot more from Dr. Fauci again. Not from the president, but from the real, genuine experts and scientists. We're going to make sure they work free from political interference and that they make decisions strictly based on science and health care alone, science and health alone, not what the political consequences are. The Vice President Harris and I and our entire administration will always be honest and transparent with you about both the good news and the bad. We will level with you when we make a mistake. We'll straight up say